Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about how to increase your self-esteem. So to know how to increase your self-esteem, you need to know what self-esteem actually is. So that's what I'm going to be talking about first. We use the phrase self-esteem to talk about our beliefs about ourselves, what you think, the type of person that you are, your abilities, the positive and negative, things about you and what you expect from your future. If you have a healthy self-esteem, your beliefs about yourself will generally be very positive. You may experience difficult times in your life, but you will normally be able to deal with these without them having a long-term impact on you. If you have a low self-esteem, your beliefs will be very negative. You will tend to focus on your weaknesses or your mistakes. You may also blame yourself for any difficulties or failures that you have. Next, I'm going to be talking about the causes of low self-esteem. It is not possible to identify just one cause of low self-esteem for everyone. You form your beliefs about yourself over a long period of time, and normally beliefs about yourself actually start when you're very young. Between the ages of 4 and 6 is when your beliefs about you as a person start forming, and that process will be affected by a variety of different things. But some factors that can contribute to low self-esteem are difficult childhood experiences. So this could be bullying, family problems, having a hard time at school, or it could be somebody dying when you're very young. Next thing is difficult life events. So difficult things that happen when you're an adult, such as a relationship breakdown, maybe you get fired or you lose your job in some way, long-term illness, death of somebody. That can really lower your self-esteem, especially if you have lots of things that happen like that in a short period of time. Next one is personality and temperament. Elements of your personality, such as a tendency towards negative thinking and negative beliefs, or finding it hard to relate to other people, that could contribute to poor self-image. The next one is feeling different, like feeling the odd one out, or under peer pressure to conform to what society believes as normal in which you don't agree with. This can affect the way you see yourself. Next one is relationships with other people. Other people may feed into your low self-esteem, being very negative about you or making you feel like you're beneath them. Or it could be that you don't feel like you live up to other people's expectations. Okay, so the next one is stress and excessive pressure. If you are under a lot of stress, this can contribute to your low self-esteem and your low self-image. This can lead to feelings of low self-worth. Next one is negative thinking patterns. You may learn or develop negative thinking patterns that reinforce low self-esteem, such as constantly comparing yourself to other people or developing high standards of yourself that you can't actually reach. Next one is social isolation and loneliness. If you have limited contact with other people or find it hard to maintain relationships with other people, this can lead to a very poor self-image. Next one is trauma, abuse or bullying. Trauma, physical, sexual or emotional abuse, and bullying can lead to feelings of guilt and low self-worth. And the last one is mental health problems. Low self-esteem can always lead to having mental health problems. How is low self-esteem connected to mental health problems? Low self-esteem is not recognised as a mental health problem, but mental health and low self-esteem are closely related. Low self-esteem can lead to mental health problems. Negative thinking patterns associated with low self-esteem, such as assuming you will fail at things you do, can develop over time and lead to mental health problems such as depression or anxiety. Low self-esteem can make it very difficult to try new things or to do everyday tasks, such as starting a new hobby or completing a job application. This can stop you from living your life the way you want to live it. It can also lead to frustration and depression over time. I'm now going to insert a little diagram here. Okay, so that is the cycle of low self-esteem and mental health. How can mental health cause low self-esteem? Some mental health problems, such as eating problems, anxiety, depression, and social phobia, involve negative thinking patterns about yourself. A mental health problem can make it hard to do day-to-day tasks, such as using public transport or maintaining a paid job. This can have a very negative impact on the way that you see yourself. A mental health problem could cause you to withdraw from social contact, especially if you're worried about how other people will see you. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, in which this can cause low self-esteem. And then stigma and discrimination about mental health could cause you to develop a negative opinion about yourself. Low self-esteem and mental health can reinforce each other, therefore creating a negative and unhelpful cycle. So, what can you do to increase your self-esteem? In order to increase your self-esteem, you need to change and challenge the negative beliefs that you have about yourself. This probably will feel like an impossible task, but there are so many different techniques that you can do. You see, I'm in therapy at the moment, I'm doing CBT, and this is one of the things that I'm having to do, is change my belief system. Self-esteem and CBT, and changing your belief systems and about how you think about yourself is so hard, but it is possible. So, first thing you can do something you enjoy. Doing something that you enjoy and that you're good at can help build up your self-image and self-worth, and it can build up your confidence and your self-esteem. This can be anything from paid work, volunteering, or doing a hobby. Next thing is work. Work can provide identity, friendship, a steady routine, and a salary. Some people do thrive in a busy working environment, or some people prefer to do voluntary work. Whatever you do, it is important that you feel confident and supported in the role that you're doing, and that the balance between your work and your home life feels right for you. So the next bit is hobbies. This could be anything from learning a language, to singing, to a painting class. Think about where you feel you have a natural ability, or it could be things that you've always wanted to try. Try to find activities that will not challenge you too much in the beginning, so that you can feel that you have achieved something, and that will give you a chance to build up your confidence. The internet, library, adult education colleges, all of those should have details of local clubs and classes that you might want to attend to. Next one is, try to build positive relationships. Try to surround yourself with people that will not criticise you, and who you feel you're able to talk to about your feelings. If you spend your time around supportive and positive people, you are more likely to have a better self-image and feel more confident about yourself. In return, if you are caring and supportive to other people, you are more likely to get a positive response from them. This will help you feel better about yourself and how other people perceive you. If you have low self-esteem, there might be people close to you who encourage the negative beliefs and opinions that you hold about yourself. It is very important that you can identify these people and take action to stop them from doing this, because it will be affecting your self-esteem. You can do this by asserting yourself, which I know is so hard. I still haven't been able to do that with some people, so I'm not telling you to go out and just tell them to bugger off, because it's not that easy and it's not that simple. But when you build up your confidence and your self-image, you will find the strength to be able to do that. And I know that from personal experience, because I have recently been able to tell one person in particular to just leave because they have such a negative impact on my life. But I haven't been able to do it with everybody that have been very negative in my life. You know, it takes time, one person at a time. However many people are having that negative hold, you need to get rid of them. But it doesn't have to be straight away. It can take as long as you need it to. You need to be able to feel confident to do it yourself. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is learning to be assertive. Being assertive means you value yourself and others. You can communicate with mutual respect. This will help you to set clear boundaries. I'm going to talk about things that will help you in an assertive way. One is pay attention to your body language as well as the words you're saying. Try to be open and confident. Next one is try to express your feelings if you have been upset. Wait until you feel calm and then explain clearly how you are feeling. Next one is very important. Say no to unreasonable requests. I've always found that very hard to say no. I just think, I'll just say yes, it's fine, it'll be fine. But that has a negative impact on you and you don't realise it. Tell people that you need more time and support with tasks that you might be finding challenging. Try to speak in the first person where possible. So saying, when you speak to me like that, I feel. This allows you to explain what you want to happen without sounding aggressive or scared. And as I said at the beginning, assertiveness can be a very difficult skill to learn. And you may need practice, so doing it with a friend or doing it in front of the mirror, that can be really, really helpful. There are also several self-help books on assertiveness. Look after your physical health. Looking after your physical health can make you feel happier and healthier. So physical activity. Physical activity can really help your self-image and your sense of well-being as well. And exercise also releases endorphins. They're the feel-good hormones, and that can really help to improve your mood, especially if you're doing it outside. Next thing I'm talking about is sleep. Lack of sleep can cause negative beliefs about yourself to be exaggerated, and this means you can feel less confident. So it is so important to get enough sleep. Have you ever found that when you are sleeping or not sleeping and it's nighttime, all the stuff that's going on in your life seems to be doubled? At nighttime, everything seems to be worse. So it's better to get enough sleep so you're sleeping properly and you can be in a good place to be able to sort everything out. Okay, the next thing is set yourself a challenge. If you set goals and work towards achieving them, then you will feel satisfied and proud of yourself, especially when you achieve that goal, and you'll also feel more positive as a result. I just want to talk about learning to identify the negative beliefs. So learning to identify your negative beliefs, it can be a really painful process. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It can be really painful, emotionally painful. So it is so important that you take your time, and you could also ask a friend or a partner to help you. If you're feeling very distressed, it might be better to seek professional help like a therapist to help you to do this. I am now going to recommend doing CBT because it is one of the best things to do, especially with negative beliefs and changing your thoughts. CBT is amazing for that. It might be helpful to write down notes. These could help you to structure your thought. So here's some things that you could write down. What do you feel are your weaknesses or failings? What negative things do you think other people feel about you? If you could sum up yourself, what word would you use? So you'd start it off with I am, and then what would you use? When did you start feeling like this? Can you identify an experience or an event that may have caused this feeling? Do you find that you have certain negative thoughts on a regular basis? It may also be really helpful to keep a thought diary or a record of everything over a period of weeks, identifying what your core beliefs actually are. You're identifying where they are, what they are, where they're coming from, and you can begin to challenge them. And I find the best way to do this is to write them down because you can see it. I find looking at something is really helpful for me. In black and white, it's there on the paper. Next thing is focus on positive things. If you have a low self-esteem, it can take a lot of practice to get used to thinking in a positive way. One way you can do this is by making a list of several things that you like about yourself, which I know is easier said than done. So these could include things about your personality, things about your looks, things that you like to do, and skills that you've developed. Take your time and don't aim for a big list. Just do it, 10 at a time. If you struggle to come up with anything, you could ask family members, friends, your partner, your kids, whoever it is. You can ask people around you what they think your best traits are. Try mindfulness. Okay, mindfulness is amazing. I will leave the link to my mindfulness video in the description because I did a video on that. I might do another one soon. Mindfulness is a way of paying attention to the present moment using techniques like meditation, breathing and yoga. Mindfulness has helped people become more aware of what they're thinking and more aware of their thoughts and feelings. So instead of being overwhelmed with them, it is easier to manage them. I find it's just amazing, okay? I nearly had a panic attack in the doctor's surgery the other day, and so I used my mindfulness to help calm me down a little bit. So yeah, it's really useful. It really is. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. It means a lot. Please like, comment and subscribe, and please share this video. Bye guys.